Hey friends, I just wanted to pop back in and do a little PCOS update since I haven't done that in a minute, and you guys seem to be really enjoying these videos, which cool. Yeah, so I guess last time I left off, I was still just kind of mind blown about how acupuncture seems to be really effective for me and keeping my cycle regular. I have been traveling a lot and all that stuff. And luckily for me at this point, eating well and exercising and sleeping a lot are just like necessities. Those are things that I just tell myself I need to do. So those aren't the issue for me when it comes to messing up my cycle. The things that tend to mess it up are extreme stress that aren't those things, right? So we have physical stressors, we have emotional, mental stressors. So physical stressors would be those things I just said that I am pretty good at keeping okay in my life. And then when it comes to emotional or mental stressors, that's what is difficult for me to handle. Not because I'm not in touch with things, but just because I like to be the tough girl a lot of the time. And so if I feel like I have too heavy a workload, for example, I just kind of freak out. I stare at the page and then I just don't do any of it. And if I have an emotional stressor, which I'm pretty easygoing, but if there happens to be an emotional stressor, something makes me upset, I kind of just brush it off or don't deal with it, especially if I get sad about something. And I think a lot of the time, if I'm feeling sad, it's like, why are you feeling sad? There's no reason to be feeling sad right now. And so I just don't let myself feel sad. And I've been seeing that kind of manifest in my cycle over the past 2-ish months since I last made a video. Maybe it's been longer than that. Sorry. Been making videos, just not on this little playlist. So if you're here for this, sorry. That's how it goes. That being said, I was getting very regular, which is good. That's a good thing. I've been using Clue, which is a really incredible tracking app. I'll try and link to it in the description if they have actual web links. I don't know if it's just an app or if they have a website. But anyway, it was getting pretty freaking accurate as to when all of my cycle was happening. And this past month, it was wrong. Not the app's fault. The app is incredible. I think it could have just been I was feeling, for whatever reason, a little bit more emotional than I had been, and I wasn't dealing with it. So I did get my period late. I actually started it today. Yay. Always the reason for me to make these videos, honestly. It's like, she got her period again. It's not a joke. Oh my gosh, this is working. But I digress again. So I missed acupuncture for 3 weeks, I want to say, because I had been traveling so much. And I was supposed to get my period 2 weeks ago. Didn't get it, was freaking out because I was just like, what does this mean? And so I went to my acupuncturist. She knows all my shit. She's super cool. She poked me up and I made some stupid joke about like, oh, watch, the floodgates are going to open as soon as I walk out of here. And she was like, no. But that didn't happen. But my period did start today, which is about, it's 6 days after I got acupuncture. So that one is a little bit more of a delayed gratification than I'm used to, but I did notice that at least the acupuncture, I was feeling very bloated and just gross and like stopped up because I didn't get my cycle when I was supposed to. And so the acupuncture seemed to eliminate some of that feeling at least. And then I started feeling cramps for the past few days, and now she's here. Aunt Flo is back. So I guess this update is just to say I've known this for a while and I've been working on it for a while, but it's an ongoing thing. And I wanted you guys to keep in mind that the emotional and mental parts of this are so vital, because those are truly the only things I can think of that possibly might have affected my cycle being late this time, because I've been doing all of the physical things, right? So wanted to throw that out there too. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling overloaded at work or with family things, I know it's the holidays, whatever, consider that too, and really make it a priority to get some alone time or some friend time, I guess, if that's what rejuvenates you. I'm an introvert. But journal, meditate, breathe, go outside. Going outside again has really seemed to help me, just walking and getting that vitamin D again. I did start supplementing with vitamin D again a few weeks ago because I was feeling those mood swings. So try out some vitamin D, especially in the winter when we're getting less sunlight to begin with. I'm lucky to live in Texas, so I can go outside pretty regularly in the winter without freezing, but some things to think about. I really do think that the emotional and mental stressors plus some vitamin D have been at play, as well as the acupuncture this time. And again, with acupuncture, it forces you to relax. You like get pushed into a meditative state. So that could be it too. All right, just a little update there. I hope you guys are doing so well. Please continue asking me questions on these videos. I'm not an expert by any means. I'm kind of figuring this out for myself like y'all are, but at the very least, we're here together and I'm happy to share what my experience has been thus far. Next month will be a year since I got my period back after being diagnosed with PCOS, and I have done it with no hormones or any of the bullshit that the traditional doctors try to throw on us. So there are other options. I'm happy to talk about my doctors and all that stuff, although I have mentioned them on previous videos, so feel free to peruse those as well. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week.